Hello students, welcome to your chemistry classmate. In today's video lecture we shall learn about some important expected models from states of matter. So here I would like to explain about some important objective from my collection of questions. So apart from that, look at the question number 1. A spherical balloon of 21 centimeter diameter is to be filled up with H2 at NTP from a cylinder containing the gas at 20 atmospheres at 27 degrees centigrade. The cylinder can hold 2.82 liters of water at NTP. Calculate the number of balloons that can be filled up. So I hope you understood the question. This kind of model is very important because gas filled from the cylinder. So you know balloons are filled by generally hydrogen gas. So that kind of question they were asked here. So just imagine uh, here what is the data they given. A cylinder, just assume that this is a cylinder, so it is existed at 20 atmosphere pressure, 27 degrees centigrade temperature, and it already holds 2.82 liters of gas. Water nothing but here also gas also contains this. The cylinder can hold 2.8 liters of water at 10 dp. It contains already H2 gas. So suppose from this cylinder, if you send the gas to the balloons, so just balloon as imagine as a spherical shape, so gas is filling from here. This diameter given 21 centimeters. Is it okay? This is the data given from here. So from this cylinder, how many balloons can be filled from the available gas? Is it okay? So this is analysis of question. So first what we should do, first of all, what is the volume of balloon we are supposed to identify. Then how many balloons are can fill. So as per the ideal conditions we are supposed to, we shall check it. So first of all, what is the volume of balloon? Volume of one balloon. Volume of one balloon is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the basic formula. Is it okay? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 pi into r nothing but radius of the balloon. Here diameter given, that is a 21 by 2 whole cube. So just to simplify, you will get 4.851 liters. Is it okay? Therefore, let n balloons are filled. N balloons are filled. Therefore, what is the volume? Volume occupied by n number of balloons. N number of balloons equal to 4.851 into n. Is it okay? So as per the given diameter, we got the volume of the one balloon. So just consider by this gas n balloons we can prepare. Then what is the volume of n balloons? That one balloon volume into n number. That is why these many balloons we are supposed to, this much volume occupied by the balloons, n number of balloons. Now our work is how many balloons this n. Is it clear? Now, so what are the conditions here? Two conditions given. These are the STP conditions. What are the STP conditions here? P1 equal to, so P1 equal to 1 atmosphere. V1 equal to 4.851 into n plus 2.82. Why I add 2.82? Because already this cylinder contains 2.82 liters of gas. Is it okay? So temperature T1 equal to 273 Kelvin. So these are the conditions at STP or NTP. Is it okay? Already cylinder conditions given. So what are those conditions? P2 equal to 20 atmospheres, V2 equal to 2.82 liters, and T2 equal to 300 Kelvin. Is it okay? So these are the NTP or STP conditions. These are the given conditions. Now from this data, What is the formula we know? P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. Is it okay? Now substitute here 1 into V1 nothing but 4.85 into N plus 2.82 by T1 nothing but 273 is equal to 20 into 2.82 by 300. Is it okay? Just observe here. All the terms are some specific numerical values except this N. So just to do the calculation, you will get N value 10. Is it clear? So as per the given conditions, we can fill the gas with 10 balloons. So 10 balloons we can prepare. So this kind of questions are very important. I hope you understood the procedure. Once again you go through, you will get the clarity. Is it clear? Right. Look at the next question. This is also a very important model. Assume that dry air contains 79% N2 and 21% O2 by volume. So in the dry air, 79% nitrogen, 21% oxygen by volume they given. Calculate the density of dry air and moist air at humidity is 60%. That means the given some value, the vapor pressure of water at 25 degrees centigrade is 23.76 millimeters. Now here, what is our work? So actually this is also objective question only, but I shall explain the procedure how to solve, then you'll get the clarity. Is it okay? So here two conditions we are supposed to do. Two conditions, dry air as well as moist air. Observe here. First we shall apply the procedure for dry air. So in the case of dry air, what they said, 79% N2, 21% O2. So at this condition, what is the pressure of the gas? Pressure of the gas is nothing but pressure of the nitrogen versus oxygen. You'll get to 760 millimeters atmospheric pressure. Now individually, partial pressure of N2 equal to 760 into 79%, they only said. That is why 79 by 100. Then we'll get here 600 if you simplify, 0.40 millimeters. Now partial pressure of O2 equal to 760 into how much percentage? 21%. 21 by 100. So if you simplify, you'll get to 159.60 mm. Is it okay? Now consider that let volume will be 1 liter. Just consider that volume is 1 liter. Then what happened? Then number of moles of N2 equal to you know PV equal to nRT. So number of moles of N2 nothing but in simple way you can write it as N suffix N2 equal to PV by RT. Is it okay? So P nothing but 600.40 into volume we consider 1 liter by this millimeters of mercury converting into atmospheres. That is why 600.40 by 760 can take, means in terms of atmospheres, into 0.082 into 298. So do simplification, will get to 3.23 into 10 power minus 2. So very simple procedure. First pressure of the dry air equal to 760 millimeters. In that partial pressure of N2 equal to 760 into 79 by 100 because 79% given. Partial pressure of O2 760 by 21 by 100 because 21% given. Volume we consider as 1 liter. At that time number of moles we found. Similarly number of moles of O2 same. Mole of O2. Mole of O2 equal to what will get? Same formula PV by RT. Here 159.60 by 760 into 1 by 0.0821 into 298. Everything is same, but only 159.6. So if you simply will get 8.58 into 10 power minus 3. Is it okay? So this is the N value of number of moles of nitrogen, number of moles of oxygen. So what is the purpose here? Because they are asking about the density. Now density of dry air is equal to mass of dry air in 1 liter. Is it okay? In 1 liter. Density of dry air equal to mass of dry air in 1 liter. That is why already volume we consider as 1 liter. Now what will get here? Mass of dry air in 1 liter. So in the dry air, two contents are there, nitrogen and oxygen. What is the nitrogen mass? 3.23 into 10 power minus 2 into 28 plus, is it okay? 8.58 into 10 power minus 3 into 32, because oxygen mass, molecular weight. Is it clear? So if you simplify, you'll get 1.179 gram per liter. Is it clear? So this is the density of dry air as per the given percentage. So remember that as per the dry conditions, the percentage of oxygen and nitrogen may be different, but this is the procedure how to identify the density of dry air. So in this process, they may ask any type of question. They may ask about the partial pressure of individual gas. They may ask about the number of moles, or they may ask about the density. Whatever it is, procedure is same. Is it clear? So half of the part of the question only completed. Now second one, they are asking about the moist air. Same process you apply, but including water, because of what reason? Because in the moist air, water content also present. The vapor pressure of the water at 25 degrees centigrade is 23.76. So water also contributing its pressure. So that is why here again nitrogen and oxygen pressure will be changed. Is it clear? Same process you apply, you will get the density. Otherwise I will show here. Observe here. I shall show the procedure here. Now here also partial pressure of the water. Partial pressure of the water. So water, how much it is? 60% they given. So 60 by 100 into 23.76 they only given. This is equal to 14.3 millimeters. Similarly, partial pressure of O2 plus N2. O2 plus N2 equal to 760 minus, remove this value, 14.3. Then we'll get 745.7 millimeters. Is it okay? From here, same procedure. Partial pressure of nitrogen equal to 745.7 into 79 by 100. Previously we took here 760, but from 760 we removed 14.3 because the water in the moist air is equal to, you'll get 589.1. Similarly, partial pressure of water equal to 745.7 into 21 by 100, you'll get 156.6. Now volume considered as 1 liter, then number of moles of nitrogen equal to, what you get here? First identify the water. Number of moles of water, how many you get here? 14.3 by 760 into 1 divided by 0.0821 into 298. So if you simply will get 7.7 into 10 power minus 4. Is it okay? Similarly, number of moles of N2. Number of moles of N2 equal to 589, because 589.1 by 760, if you convert it into atmospheres, into 1 divided by 0.0821 into 298. If you simplify, you'll get 8.43 into 10 power minus 3. Similarly, number of moles of O2, 156.6 by 760 into 1 by 0.0821 into 298 will get 8.43 into 10 power minus 3. Now total mass in 1 liter equal to, what will get here? So what are the values here? This is the number of moles of nitrogen, oxygen. This is the number of moles of no, first one is water, H2O. Next one is nitrogen. Next one is oxygen. So 7.7 into 10 power minus 4 into 18, because water, plus 3.17 into 10 power minus 2 into 28 nitrogen, plus 8.43 into 10 power minus 3 into 32. So if you simply get 1.171 grams per liter. Is it okay? Procedure is same. This kind of questions are very important for any entrance examination, especially NEET and JEE. I think you get the clarity. So this is very important model question. Based on this model, they can ask any type of objective question. That means they can stress number of moles, they can stress density, they can stress volume, they can stress partial pressure. So any kind of question they can ask. That is why multiple way I explain this. Is it clear? So once again see the procedure. I think you get the clarity. Is it okay? We got two different answers. For density of the moist air we got 1.17 grams per liter, but in dry air we got 1.17 grams per liter. Is it clear? Right. So look at the one more question. This is also very important model. Very important model. This is also an evacuated glass vessel weight 50 grams when empty. 148 grams when filled with liquid of density 0.98 gram per milliliter, and 50.5 grams when filled with an ideal gas at 760 millimeters of mercury at 300 Kelvin. Determine the molar mass of the gas. So here also multiple way they can ask the objective question. So here also I can explain the procedure. Observe here, you'll get the clarity. First observe the question. Evacuated glass vessel. Glass vessel weight is 50 grams when empty. So empty glass vessel weight 50 grams. Okay, 148 grams when filled with liquid of density. So observe here, an empty vessel given, it's a 50 gram. Okay, next same vessel with liquid. So this liquid density given, how much it is? 0.98 gram per milliliter. Is it okay? So 148 grams and 50.5 grams. So same vessel 50.5 grams. Okay, when filled with ideal gas, so with the pressure 760 millimeters and temperature given. So temperature equal to 300 Kelvin. 300 Kelvin. Okay, empty vessel, liquid with density, and some weight of the gas, mass of the gas with some pressure and temperature given. So here there is a connection. First of all, how much gas it is? What is the volume of the gas? Is it okay? If you know the volume of the gas, then you'll get the volume of the container. Is it okay? If you get the volume of the container, remaining terms, then from the PV equal to nRT formula, you get the mass of the molecular weight of the gas. So first of all, mass of liquid. Okay, mass of liquid is equal to 148 minus 50. You will get 98 grams. Is it okay? 148 minus 50. 98 grams. Is it okay? Now, volume of liquid is equal to 98 by 0.98. Is it okay? Then you'll get 100 ml. 100 ml. You got the mass value, then volume of the liquid equal to, you'll get 100 ml. So volume of the liquid nothing but that is only the volume of vessel. Is it clear? Volume of the liquid nothing but volume of the vessel. So volume of the vessel you got 100 ml. Is it clear? Now this contains ideal gas already with 760 millimeters of mercury pressure, temperature. Then mass of the gas. Mass of gas is equal to 50.5 minus 50. 50.5 already given. This vessel already 50. That is you will get 0.5 grams. See there, M value you got, temperature you got already given, pressure already given, volume you already got. Then from the PV equal to nRT formula. So N nothing but we can write it is weight by gram molecular weight. Is it okay? So P nothing but here 760 by 760. Is it okay? 760 millimeters given. If you convert it into atmosphere, 760 by 760 into volume 100 by 1000 is equal to N. Nothing but weight by gram molecular weight. Put as it easily. Into R 0.0821. 0.0821 into 300. Is it okay? Into 300. Is it clear? Substitution is it clear? Then from here if you simplify you'll get the gram molecular weight. So gram molecular weight is equal to 123 you'll get. As per the given conditions, the molecular weight of the gas is 123. Is it clear? Is it clear? So this is also one of the important model. So we will meet again with a few more models. I hope you understood clearly. So give your valuable comments in video itself. So it is helpful to me for doing the better videos. So like it and share it, comment it. Thank you.